Good morning. Welcome to everyone on the live stream. My name is Justin Wagner. This is TeamODZ Live, and today we've got Wagner's Wagon. Joining me on Discord video, we got Ufer. We got Chris there also joining us today. Chris Dixon, welcome, welcome. And we've got a good group in the game. Ha! Andy Lawton says, I was getting worried. Almost 5:30 and no stream. Don't worry, you'll get your dad jokes, Andy. Just a little bit behind that 8-ball this morning. Behind the 8-ball, I guess that's what you call it. Behind the gun, whatever. Some phrase that I'm gonna say incorrectly. Let's just leave it at that. Spoiler alert, rice cakes do not contain any actual cake. What's up, Owen? And we're about to transition from warm-up, although I'm probably going to cheat a little bit on the easier side today to try to replicate the pace we had, or at least closer to what we did with Coco last week. Oh, Ben says he's got us streaming onto his new TV this morning. I should have done my hair, Ben. Glad to have you guys with us on the stream. Oh, you like the pink kit on your big TV, Ben? What do you call a cow with a twitch? A super streamer? I think that's the correct answer. Cow with a twitch. No, it's called beef jerky. What rock group has 4 men, one named George and another who was shot to death? Answer is Mount Rushmore. Ah, that was easy, Owen. Saw that from a mile away. Ben asks, why are football pitches always wet? Because water makes grass grow? I don't know. And for those in the US, he means soccer fields. because the soccer players dribble too much. Ugh. Okay. That's getting down there. A guy noticed a sheep in the kitchen of a fish and chip shop, preparing the fish. He asked the proprietor why he had sheep working for him. "Oh, that is my battering ram," the shopkeeper replied. Yep, that was a bad one. Why do fathers take an extra pair of socks when they go golfing? In case they get a hole in one. What's up, NC Squared? Love it. I bought 2 fish. I called one 1 and the other 2. So when one dies, I'll still have 2. That's right. Thinking ahead. But if 2 dies, I'll only have 1. That's harping back to the, I called my dog 5 miles. So every day I can say I walked 5 miles. Exactly, Owen.
Ride on.
What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing. It just waved. Nice one, MC Squared. Love it. Where do you weigh a whale? At a whale weigh station. Ugh. Nice and Ben. You know, I think there's a lot that we could learn from bees. Are you a fan of bees?
Not really.
Not really? I mean, we can learn about organization, productivity, community sacrifice, stinging people who annoy us. All very valuable life skills.
I doubt that bees have early retirement plans though.
Okay. Well, we just have to learn from you. Hey, Oofer. Did you hear about the two mummies who farted at the same time?
Nope.
They had a toot in common.
Aha.
And always listen to your queen. That's right, MC squared. That's the other thing we're supposed to learn from bees. Also, don't wipe your bicycle chain with your sweat towel. Probably something bees would teach us.
Well, I do come from a small community headed by a queen, so it's not far from it, I guess.
Right on. Right on.
You know, I started walking around without any shoes,
Right on.
and it sort of became a hobbit.
Right on. Right on.
Our queen is badass. She was in a state visit last week in Germany, and Miracle made a fist to greet her in a corona-safe way. And our queen just opened her hand, thereby beating her in stone, scissor, paper game. So that was on all the media in Denmark.
All right. Oh. What do you call a chicken staring at lettuce? Chicken sees a salad. That's right. Who did Dracula marry? The girl next door. Necks. Okay. Okay. I'll take that one, Ben.
You drove me to your house. We had a pretty good time, but I still think twice about the way we
I wish this was a joke, but in a sense I generally just I put myself a note reminding me to read the notes section.
I'm sorry if I'm awkward, I'm so silly.
Too tired joke. MC squared, love it. Bicycle couldn't stand up on its own because it was too tired.
I don't know how
All right, Ben, I'll give. Who's there?
you could pretend I never made this thing awkward. We haven't talked in a while, and I
Boo. Boo hoo. Gee, Wags, it was just a joke. You don't have to cry about it. And we're going to pull out the difference between a man in a t-shirt on a bicycle and the man in a suit on a tricycle at this point? Yes. Owen, difference is attire. Okay, here we go. Raining ride-ons coming up here soon. Ooh, what did one hat say to the other? Stay here. I'm going on ahead. Ooh. That's a great one, MC Squared. Ben, I will always remember you. Forever and ever. You like my cycling kit? This one? Or the one in game, MC Squared? They're actually very similar. This one's the women's color version. I mean, color variation number 2. I'm not sexist. Why, thank you. Hoofer, why can't a nose be 12 inches long?
Ask Pinocchio.
Because it would be a foot.
How would I know that?
It would be 1/3 of a meter. Is that easier to remember?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, ask any student here in Europe what the square root of 144 is, and they will have to find a calculator.
Ben says, knock knock. Who's there? Oh, Ben. You used the oldest one in the book. You forgot me already. Owen says he's looking at getting a lump of aluminum to a CNC to tension an arm, and the place lists the size in inches, but asks for the length in millimeters. Oh boy.
It's a bit like Ireland, or how it used to be. I think they had distance in miles and speed limits in kilometers an hour.
Well, gentlemen, perhaps we wouldn't be where we are today if we hadn't said to ourselves,
Woo, Tycho Cyclist!
go, 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 go,
What's up, Patrick?
go, 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 go.
Thank you for the raid. I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know. But what came first, the chicken or the egg? Owen says they do distances in miles, limits in miles per hour, but he buys petrol in liters, and economy is listed in miles per gallon. What about gasoline? Do you buy it by the gallon, but petrol in liters? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. We had a treat yesterday. Patrick came and joined us on Discord. That was fun. Ooh, Ben's got us on AirPlay in ultra high def. Boom! 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 Patrick! Tycho Cyclist, thank you for the raid! No singing today, promised. What, you don't want me to sing today? Hey, just let it go, Patrick. Owen says, I just shouted into a colander and I strained my voice. See what you did there. So, Ufer, what do you think of the pace today? Going pretty good?
Yeah, it's training for me. I think because the spinning lesson yesterday. I don't know.
Yes, MC squared. That is one of my favorites. He says, "Told my wife I was making a bicycle out of spaghetti. She didn't believe me. You should have seen her face when I wrote pasta." Mmm. What rock group has 4 men that don't sing? That would be Mount Rushmore, Patrick. The second time that's been the punchline to a joke today. Are we going to be joining Coco this week? Well, it depends on if we ride by her, because we can't U-turn. I think we're at a decent enough pace here. I've backed my wattage down a little bit from what I was doing last week. Obviously, not as low as it was with Coco, but have you even seen Coco yet, Ufer?
Nope.
Sam was told not to sing, but Sam sung anyway. Or was it Samsung Galaxy? Which was it? I always forget the model names. Oh gosh. Ha! MC squared. I used to pray every night for a bicycle. Then I realized the Lord doesn't work like that. So I stole a bike and asked for forgiveness. Forgiveness you won't get from this channel. Banish MC squared.
Don't wanna get busy, but we better get busy. I don't want you to worry, but we kinda gotta hurry.
Oh boy.
Tick tock, don't stop. Where does the time go? Tick tock, won't stop. Does anybody know? We don't wanna chase it, so we better not waste it.
You can stay MC squared. The more we say we dislike you in this channel, the more we actually like you. It's one of those love-hate relationship things.
So you think you wanna slow down? That really doesn't work now. They might think you got lazy. Is that better than crazy?
It's just up the road from us.
Tick tock, don't stop. Where does the time go? Tick tock, won't stop. Does anybody know? We don't wanna chase it, so we better not waste it. Tick tock.
I love cycling, but I hate waiting for it to end.
Ride on.
Why wait for it to end? It never ends.
We don't wanna chase it, so we better not waste it. Tick tock. Tick tock. We don't wanna chase it, and we don't wanna face it. No, we don't wanna chase it, so we better not waste it. Tick tock.
Hey, what's up, Christian Van Bowel? Welcome, welcome. Approaching a time in my life when my mind turns toward the hereafter. Walk into a room and forget what I was here after.
I feel it tonight. The meaning is right. Lo llevo por dentro, es mío el momento. I feel it tonight. I feel it tonight. Y quiero gritar. Lo llevo por dentro, viviendo el momento. I feel it tonight. I feel it tonight. The meaning is right. Lo llevo por dentro, es mío el momento. I feel it tonight.
What goes 99 plonk, 99 plonk, 99 plonk, 99 plonk? Said and repeated with my. You bet, Patrick. That's a good one, MC Squared. Man, he's got some ones I haven't heard. What's the difference between a Boy Scout and a guy who fixes bicycle horns? Ed says hi back, Patrick. One's motto is be prepared. The other's is be repaired. Oh, I went to my first fight club last night. I got there a bit late, so I missed the orientation. But wow, it was amazing. If anyone wants some more information, let me know. Oh man. It must be Diesel Dan coming the other way. Is that who's yellow?
Yeah, I think so. You're right.
Ooh. Good morning, Des and Dylan. Hope you're having a fantastic day, pups. What do you call a door-to-door bicycle salesman? A peddler. Well, I think we're getting close to Coco. There she is in the other direction, maybe? Nope. Oh, there she is. There's the Cocoa Bunch.
Yeah.
Cocoa Pod. What's up, Win? Win Shin. Welcome to the stream. Once I come when I reach level 32, I can come disguised as Andy Lawton. Nice, Ben. Yeah. It's a shame U-turn is still broken. For sure. I don't think the Nokia update has dropped. I haven't seen anything about it. We all assumed it would be sometime this week with the calendar being as it was, but nothing. So oh no.
The jokes are too long for the stream.
Yeah, MC Square. I think. Yeah, updates are normally on Thursdays. I've seen that for quite a while, Owen. So maybe they'll drop it on Thanksgiving so that nobody will be answering support calls when it's broken.
I'm not commenting on any Swift update before they fix Vikings.
You're going to be quiet for a while there, Ooper.
Yeah, I've been quiet for 1.5 years already, so why not?
Patrick says, I was heading north and attempted a U-turn, and that's where things went south. Hey, got him.
Won't happen on Swift.
Well, they won't turn south on Zwift, that's for sure. But that's why it did turn south, because it didn't turn south. Oh, so many confusing analogies. Thanksgiving is next Thursday, 1 week from today. What's up, Ian Bundy? Welcome to the stream.
Morning.
Good morning, Greg.
Morning, Greg.
We have no Neokyo update.
Oh, I'm on the wrong bike.
You doing the Thursday throwdown?
No, I was gonna hop in with you guys, but I'm on a cross bike.
Yeah. We have a good group here today. Oh no, MC squared. What do you call a cyclist who's riding outside the cycling lane? I want to know what the police officer thinks the answer to this is.
What? I was
What do you-
focused on shaping the bike.
What do you call a cyclist who's riding outside the cycling lane?
Got me.
An organ donor! Ouch.
Are you guys just doing back and forth?
Yeah, we're doing Tempest Fugit. If you just choose to ride with me, it should put you on the right course, but it's always best to choose it and do a ride with.
Oh, I stopped to switch bike, so I'll just wait till you guys
Oh,
come back around. No. Is U-turn fixed?
nope. You might just want to stop and restart.
Yep.
Oofer's a police officer? Nope. Oofer is not the police officer. Greg is an officer of the law. MC squared, it wasn't me. Uh-huh. I'm sure Greg's heard that one.
Not my pants.
There we go, Greg's with the group. Hey! 100 messages in the chat. That's a towel whip. We got 100 messages before we had 100 ride-ons or 100 kilometers or 100 TSS. It's a chatty day. So Greg, are you a Oregon football fan?
Yeah, I guess.
I've got tickets to their game this Saturday.
Oh, nice. It's a pretty good game.
It should be. I'm prepared to come home disappointed with the result, but we'll see.
It honestly just depends on what Oregon team shows up there.
And Utah.
I mean, they're so inconsistent.
Well, 2 weeks ago, Utah walked all over Stanford as if they were a middle school team. And then last week, almost lost to Arizona, who's 1-7.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, it's like Oregon State smoked Stanford last week, and Oregon couldn't get out of there.
I just need Oregon State to beat Arizona State this week. Because then Utah's guaranteed in the Pac-12 championship game.
Huh.
Hey, MC Squared. Good to head out. Thanks for joining us, buddy. And Greg, Kev says, Greg is not doing a good job. Wags' jokes are criminal and he should be arrested. Oh, I don't think you'll get any argument from Greg on that one.
Here, Kev, let me, I'm gonna help you. Here we go. He's gonna be punished right here. All right, Wags, the server muted. There you go.
See,
All right, he's
funny
done his
thing
time.
is, I'm only muted for you, not for the live stream.
Not for. All right, Kev, sorry. My authority only stretches in the Discord realm. I don't have to listen to him. How about that?
No. Hey, see you, Patrick. Heading out to the grocer. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your lucky new car, or your new car there, Patrick. I saw your picture of your new car. Was similar to mine, where he just got same make and model, newer year. Except I think he just drove his into the ground, whereas mine mine was driven into a ditch. Is that the same thing as being driven into the ground?
Pretty close.
Finally got my car titled and registered in Utah. Had to take all my paperwork down to the DMV, pay the stale sales tax since it was bought out of state. What's up, Tanae? Both welcome to stream. And I had taken my plates off of the car that I crashed before I gave it to insurance. And so of course I took them to the DMV and said, will this save me any hassle? They're like, yep. Here's new stickers for the same ones, just put it on the car. Sweet, sweet.
That's nice.
Is that common? Can you do that in Oregon?
You got custom plates, right?
I was talking about getting them, but I don't have them. The plates look custom because it says, it looks like one Cody, but it's 1C0DY.
Oh.
It was just a randomly generated number. And so typically what I would have had to have done is register it. They would give me some plates, and then I'd have to go back for vanity plates once I got the title. The Utah title issued. But so the interesting thing is, so my license plate is 1C0DY, my wife's 1C2DY, and as we're at the DMV, they have all these different styles of license plates you can choose from, and they had all the example ones on the back wall. And the example plate that had the same style as mine, In God We Trust, the license plate number on it, 4C0DY. And when I pulled out the plates out of my bag and asked them if they would transfer, she goes, oh, are those vanity? Nope.
I'm vain, but not that vain, lady.
I mean,
Come on.
I'm definitely vain and I definitely thought about it, but the fact that not having to pay more money and having my plates taken care of has so far convinced me to not get vanity plates. And the fact that my wife and I's license plates are pretty similar, which is kind of cool. I said, but honey, I could get J-Wags and you could get S-Wags. And she just looks at me like, you're nuts.
I think you should get E-Wags and she should get S-Wags. The BS continues.
Oh, hey now. Well, my brother's first name is Brad,
There
so
we
maybe
go.
I'll get him B-Wags.
Keeping it in the family. The BS runs deep.
That's right. Well, Kev, Wags didn't say that. He's so vain. Hey, Kev, you're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you, don't you? Hey, Ben, thanks for joining. Somebody said, definitely not in the Zwift QA budget. It's because there is no such thing as a Zwift QA budget. You'll know you're doing it right when you have QA built into your QA. When you QA your QA team.
That's what my wife's job is. QA for the PD. For the forensic lab and the evidence control unit.
Nice. A lot of what I do at work is QA related, but we call it continuous integration and test. Ev asks, do you get involved outside when they sing hymns? You're wondering if they kick me out of the group at church when they sing hymns? Is that what you're wondering?
Give me what you got, let's run this thing just like we should. It makes a difference, girl, I think that we could make it good.
You heard from Eric recently, Greg?
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay. He and I have been off cycle with Zwifting schedules for quite a while.
We've been getting super busy.
Yeah.
Getting theaters back up and going. And he was sick last week.
Well, and my schedule has shifted earlier, if anything.
That's what you're talking about. Getting going on fitness for camp yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Time to start ramping up.
Yeah.
This year we got Ufer coming. Woo woo.
Booked 10 days in the Canary Islands end of January just to be ready.
Ah.
Rough life.
Exactly.
He's gonna wipe us. He's gonna wipe the floor with all this, is what that means.
I very much doubt that.
Oprah, where do you live?
Netherlands, Western Europe.
Okay.
So it's flat here, so there's no hill training. That's the problem here.
Yeah. That's like Andy. He's got no hills over in England.
Well, he has much more than I have here, but it doesn't make a big difference, of course.
There's a couple hills in Salt Lake.
Just a few. Just a few.
The problem is you have two choices. Play Frogger or climb mountains. There's really no in between. And sometimes you're playing Frogger while climbing mountains.
But I've been worried to see elevation because when you go to Arizona, you go down quite a lot, so your oxygen uptake is going to be very good.
Yeah, I altitude train all year in Salt Lake just for camp.
I'm at -2 meters, so -6 feet, so I have plenty of oxygen here.
Can't remember elevation Arizona at Phoenix. Is it 2,000-3,000?
Probably,
Max?
my guess. I'm at about 5,000 feet, or about 2,500 meters. No, less than that.
I hope so, because there I get
yes,
short breath.
It's like 1,800 meters.
And it's only 1,500 feet in Fountain Hills.
Oh, 1,500 in Fountain Hills? Okay, there you go.
3,000 feet on Golden Eagle, so that hill on the west side of town gets up to 3,000 feet. But the house is no more, I would say no more than 2,000 feet.
So the house is at approximately 600 to 700 meters. Hey Ben.
Yeah, it's gonna be dry. That's gonna be good for me because we always have high humidity here. It's basically a delta.
No humidity down there.
Now, the house might be at 600 meters, but when we climb Mount Lemon, that gets up to what? Like 2,500 meters or more? Isn't it like it? Is it 7,000 or 8,000 feet or 9,000 feet? I forget.
9,000.
9,000 feet.
But I don't think we get quite that high, do we?
We get to a peak, and then you actually descend back into Summerhaven.
Yeah, but we're not at the.
Oh, we're not at the peak. You're right.
Yeah.
I think that sign we see must be 8,000 feet.
Yeah, I would guess probably in that ballpark. Because you got to go. There's that road to go up to the ski resort, which climbs more somewhere.
Yeah.
You've got
Yep.
up that. Have you returned and gone up that hill? I've only done that one trip to Lemon. Other one, then when I went to when I was out at the cycling house in
Okay.
2008.
Did you guys go to the peak then?
No, it was earlier in the year. There was too much snow, so they turned us back. We only climbed up just before it drops down, so we never went into that little town where the pizza place is.
Let's see. Speaking of a man doing altitude training, what's up, Chris? Glad to have you this morning.
All that altitude training.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Here in Salt Lake, sleeping is altitude training.
A little bit.
Kev says, it takes about an hour to come down from Mount Lemon with the hands and teeth rattling. Yep.
Wait,
Sounds about-
you think that's a rough descent?
It just can be cold if you're not prepared.
Oh,
It's certainly
yeah.
windy.
Yeah. All right. I thought you were talking about the pavement.
No,
I think
no,
the
no.
temperature here is not-
No, I think
I
he
was
means...
okay.
Kev, are you talking about cold? Or are you talking about terrible? Because I don't think it's a bad road. It's a
not at all.
super
It's
smooth road.
The only section that's rough is those little warning cutouts they have at the observation place.
Oh yes,
Midway down. Be
the
careful there.
cobbles,
Yeah.
the cobble section.
But other than that, it's a nice smooth road. Not like the
Yeah.
chip seal garbage we have out here.
Definitely can be cold at the top because you climb for 2.5, 3 hours, get all sweaty, and then turn around. And if you didn't pack your stuff in water protective clothing, you won't have warm gear for the descent.
I was fine. No, I know I had a coat. I think I just put on my thin rain cape, and some thin wool gloves, and I was okay.
Well, if you bundle up too much, after an hour of the descent and you still have 30 minutes left, you get real warm.
Yeah, it's crazy how warm it gets as you get down.
Cure for obesity.
That's what I'm trying to do right now. Become unobese for camp. So then I become obese again. I always end up putting on weight while at camp, no matter how much riding we do, because the food's so good.
That's definitely one of the highlights of camp.
And I realized yesterday, the day before, since we have the second house, we have a second fridge.
Yes.
So we can store stuff
Twice
for
as
later
much.
in the week.
Yep.
So that's good. We start getting in a position where Eric's driving cracking heavy and he has room. We need to buy a TeamODZ fridge, have him bring it down so we have a spare fridge in the garage every year. Get it custom painted ODZ. Everybody get their picture with it. Actually, got to get a hold of the property manager. Our first payment's about due for the house.
Getting close.
It's usually around Thanksgiving we need to make the first one.
There's a block of like 4 or 5 Canadians right in front of us. Interesting.
All right, you're running the new kicker, aren't you?
Saris H3.
Okay.
Hey, Jimmy Sendrix is alive. To the right on. Jimmy. Looks like Charlie's gonna join us. He has no Charlie Adams.
Getting him around.
CA Sakari presented by Smart Honda.
No, he's out.
Does it look like Coco is behind us, coming towards us?
That's unlikely.
She's probably behind us. I doubt she's gaining on us.
Ah, yeah, because she's doing another route, of course. That's possible, yes.
See a big blob back there.
Oh, she's probably doing TikTok or sand and sequoias.
You just referred to a blob.
It's 3 minutes back, according to Swift.
I just referred to her as female, yes.
Yeah.
The bot is female.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You gonna psychoanalyze me or something?
I just did.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
It
that's
doesn't take
Johnny.
long. I'm definitely a psycho.
Ah.
Huh. Hey, Kev! Finally liked the Facebook stream. What a nice guy. What's up? Only ride up hills.
Must have a good support crew. You only ride up hills.
Kev says he pressed the wrong bloody button. You were bleeding on multiple buttons, Kev?
Too early for the night train. Come on.
I mean, I realize what I just said.
Careful eyes from shifting eyes, too quick to overanalyze.
Day train. The artist formerly known as the night train.
Surprise. Clever lines dressed in disguise, leaving without saying goodbye. I hope you cut me down to size. I wanna be everything you want and so much more. But I lie awake and wonder if I'll ever be the one. So I try to do anything I can to calm the storm. But I'm deafened by the thunder and I'm terrified of what I can't ignore. I can't ignore. I can't ignore. Throwing darts and leaving marks, you knocked it right out of the park. It was a game set from the start.
My turn was working.
Broken hearts left in the dark, praying to find a single spark. Go burn your flame and play the part. I wanna be everything you want and so much more.
Ooh.
But I lie awake and
It
wonder
is. It's working. All right.
if I'll ever be the one.
Hey, look at that, Ben.
Anything I can to calm the storm. But I'm deafened by the thunder and I'm terrified of what I can't ignore. I can't ignore. I can't ignore.
Good little group going today. That's how you know winter training is getting in full effect when there's more than 3 people on the wagon.
Ain't no out self-doubt, no. No time to pout, yo. We find the flow zone and we dial up the mojo. Game face, you're putting it on. Now you're ticking like a bomb. In your mind, you see the feel. You know what's next. The struggle is real. Scrappy when you have to be. Scrappy when you
Hey, Amadi7324, thank you for the follow on Twitch. That deserves a towel whip. Bam, 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 bam.
People be laughing, but you know it's true. You're gonna thrive in whatever you do. No matter the outcome, win or lose. If you come with your game, they remember you. Doubters and haters, they never succeed. Spending their lives in their nosebleed seats. You're the bomb, they just a fuse. They disappear when they run into you. You're the engine, they're the caboose. Always behind in a hot pursuit. Bust loose every single time.
Oofer attacking on Alp the Tempest Fugit.
Not attacking, just preventing me having to do 6 watts per kilo on the downhill.
Hedging bets, you should say. Oofer, Charlie's trolling you. Most Def Sus. That's right. Oof, are you hip with the lingo? You know what sus means?
Actually not, no.
Means suspicious or suspect.
Suspect. Yeah. Okay.
All the kids are using it. Yeah, he's totally sus. Greg, do you guys use that on police chatter? Yeah, we got a 5'9" sus on, I don't know.
Negative.
Sus is approaching from the east.
Negative.
Your dad jokes are sus. Hey, watch it, Andy. That's a correct usage of the word. It's okay. I'm becoming more and more hip. I've introduced some email notifications for my team for quality assurance stuff, and I put emojis to indicate the status. So I'm getting real hip. You done, Greg?
Yep. Off to work. Gotta get those sus, you know.
Yeah, book 'em.
I had to be a firefighter yesterday. That was entertaining.
Did Greg just say that firefighters are definitely sus? Is that what I heard him say?
Oh, that's been well known for eternity. Just ask him.
It's just,
That's what I all about. All right, guys. You have a good day.
I see, Greg.
Bye-bye, Greg.
Yeah, Chris, the emojis are for Jenkins statuses on pull request builds. We have some checks, X's,
What?
thumb marks.
Yeah, I get really angry pages for a fail.
When the build starts, it says build started and it has a running emoji, fingers crossed emoji, and a lucky four-leaf clover emoji. And then if it passes, you get a check mark and celebration emojis. If it fails, you get a red X and crying faces.
Very nice. The kids all love that.
And if a string status is provided that doesn't match any of the ones we were expecting, you get 2 question marks and the shrugging shoulders emoji.
I can see that 50-year-old senior engineer that's sitting there doing all the work, just checking his head.
Yeah, it's Jenkins I'm using. Charlie, I think Charlie's listening and then responding in the in-game chat. I mainly just wanted to be able to glance at my watch and see emojis that told me the status. I get a ding, I see it says CI status with emojis, and I know what's going on. Obviously it has the title of the specific CI job because there's like a ton of them. You live in Azure. Azure Do, is that a DevOps platform for Microsoft Azure? Azure Do? Or is it Azurado? Azure Do or Azurado? I'm gonna guess it comes from Azure Do, and it's a CI/CD infrastructure for Azure. I just tell people how bad their code is. That's exactly what we do.
I do too, but I stopped listening to myself.
Oh, hey yo. Oh, Azure DevOps. That's the D. Azure Do, Azure DevOps. That's a cute name. I've considered attaching the code diff to the email when it breaks to say, look, this is what you changed, moron. I'm just kidding. They can go to the pull request and see that. Let's add several more self-referencing branches. Oh, do they have? Please tell me they use circular submodule dependencies. That's the other good one. So here's one for you, Charlie. We use a lot of submodules for dependencies. And so what happens is there's so many repos, people don't manually update them. But we have a nightly job that basically crawls through the repos and looks for changes to the master branch and opens up pull requests to validate the new submodule dependencies. Did Facebook go offline? Says Facebook and YouTube are offline. Do I believe that? Let's see. Do I believe that? Do not believe that. I just opened up Facebook. It is not true. I think it was just a restream status was down. Facebook is definitely still alive and well. Rocking and rolling. Oof, are you doing 2 hours today or 3?
I'm doing 2 hours.
Okay.
I have a lot of outside riding in the weekend, so you could taper a bit.
Jealous.
Well, don't be, it's gonna be cold and wet.
I'm trying to figure out how many layers of clothing and how many boxes of hand warmers to take to the football game on Saturday.
Oh shit. It's not indoor.
Nope.
So
I think there are a few indoor American football stadiums.
Yeah, well, indoor covered ceiling. I saw some.
I think Seattle has one.
Lions? Is it Chicago Lions or something? I don't know. A friend of mine went to that game and that looked like completely indoor. Oh, that's not my thing. Standing still, I'll get very cold. When I'm on the bike, I can keep myself warm.
Yeah. Well, we jump up and down quite often. That helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oregon is currently ranked number 3 or number 4 in the country, and Utah's ranked number 23 maybe. So it'll be a good game.
Yeah, sure. We have 3 weeks over here of no public at the sports events to try to control the COVID outbreak.
The interesting part with college football is there are so many teams in the country, and each team only plays like 13 games in the season, that it's impossible to really objectively determine who's the best team in the country.
Yeah.
So there's basically committees that sit, scratch their heads and decide who's better, ignoring win-loss ratios because it depends on who you've played. I mean, they don't ignore it, but just having an undefeated season does not mean you're number 1 in the country.
Yeah, in
Vegas
soccer,
determines.
In soccer, you have the national matches. They are always very unpredictable, whereas the national leagues are very predictable.
Yeah. Well, and for national teams, the people hardly play together except for those rare games.
That's it. Yeah.
They don't get paid to play on their national team. It's like the world cycling, right? Nobody gets paid to ride for their country.
Yeah, well, they do get paid, but it's compared to their normal salary, it's like symbolic.
Vegas definitely determines the best team, Charlie. That is true. There's always betting lines for every game. So my other sports addiction, college basketball, which does have a massive tournament for deciding the best in the country. And my favorite team, the team from the city I grew up in, is currently ranked number 1 in the country. And they were last year as well. The Gonzaga Bulldogs from Spokane, Washington. They only lost 1 game last year in the championship game. They play so many games, they play all these podunk teams as well. And the last game I looked at, the betting odds had them as a 45-point favorite over the other team.
Wow. Best in the country means something when you're talking US. That's a big country.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna rest my leg on the couch. I think those spinning lessons are really strange. They're very good for my high cadence, so I can sit more. So maybe it's a good thing. But my legs are
Beat up.
Yeah. See ya.
Hey, see you for.
Yeah.
You know who Dave Toll is, Chris?
Yep. Commentator on to it.
One to go, one to go, one to go. There you go. Heart rate is creeping up a little bit. Hold steady for the final hour. Ooh. Hey, Jerry. I saw the doctor's chart. She wrote he fell off his bicycle. Wait, did she write of or off? Good to see you, Jerry. Oh, she wrote off. Oh my gosh. So technical.
That's part of the game. To find the food.
Yeah. Dad, do you know where my shoes are? Look, if I even knew where my own stuff was, I wouldn't blow a gasket every day. I have no idea where your stuff is.
Standard automated responses wherever you left it.
Did you check the last place you left it? Good idea.
Ooh. That's nice, Charlie.
Oh, weapons, books, shoes go there. Jerry says, my mom would say, the last time I wore them, I put it back where they belonged. Right? Burn. Or would your mom say, last time I wore your shoes, I put them back? Because she never wore your shoes? That's the one I'm gonna use next. Well, last time I was wearing them, I put them back where they belong. like so. Andy says he lost his cycling glasses a couple weeks back. Found them this morning right in front of the furnace in the basement. Why were you cuddling up next to the furnace?
Come on, kids. It'll be an adventure.
You want itchy skin, kids? Actually, it was more like, do you want to play Minecraft later today? Get your butt in the crawl space. Something like that. Build your own server. It says do your homework and repoint their DNS to it. Sometimes I'm told the shot. My wife doesn't like my Pinterest time audits. Oh my gosh. Charlie. When he said pineapple, that reminded me of a Spanish slang term, chupar la piña. You know what that means?
I certainly don't.
Literally translated, it means suck the pineapple.
Uh-huh.
In slang, it means making out.
Gotcha. Somehow I don't think we're talking about fruit.
I think that he means a piece of software. He says pineapple.
Right.
Woo. Feta time. What does it mean on Urban Dictionary, Wags? I'm not looking that one up. Hardware controls ruin all the fun and mental scarring opportunities. Oh my gosh. So have you seen the ads around town for the Gab wireless, Chris?
No. I don't get around town too much.
They're all over I-15. And
Okay.
It's basically a dumb smartphone. It's an
Not
Android-based phone with only like 10 apps that are only made and approved by this company. You can't install anything else. And it's marketed at parents as a first smartphone for their kids.
Someone didn't do market research.
It's surprisingly effective. I've had to convince my wife multiple times we don't need to buy it. They have built-in parental controls on iOS, and we already have like 40 old iPhones and iPads.
That'll do.
But it's so much easier. Is it $20 a month easier? I don't think so.
Problem is, kids know that they're not getting any freedom at all.
Oh no, Richard's got a noisy bottom bracket. So that is true. The kids need to earn and use and build trust. There's that part. The funny thing is, so one of our older iPhones, my dad put on his shared Xfinity wireless plan, which gives it free calling and text, and it uses up shared data. Well, we just try to control how much data gets used so that it doesn't cost us anything. And then, so I configure that phone to be locked down just like it would be on a Gab wireless phone. And now, like every day, my wife picks it up to do something. And it's like, oh crap, I can't do that. I'm like, oh my gosh. I think every child should be allowed to invest at like 10 to generate the income they require at 15, right?
Good plan.
I'm sure that's what Charlie meant. I totally agree, though. Financial maturity is not taught well in the U.S.
Well, obviously. Who is going to teach it?
So Dave Ramsey makes material that he's trying to get into high schools. He claims 50% of high schools nationwide are teaching his material. I don't know if that's true, but that's what we need.
That sounds like marketing.
It's totally marketing. But the
Not
point
realistic, but
is,
yeah. That's good.
it's, I mean, the fact that he's making it, I mean, for him, it's obviously a business venture. But if he can make that work and improve financial responsibility in the long term, great. Plastic trophies are the new NFT. Ah! Chevy Buttercoin. Be right back. I'm going to get my Aston.
Much faster than this bike.
So you spend less on your car than you do your bike? That was true for me for a while. It's a Hot Wheel. Tell you what, the best feeling, I took my title into the DMV on Tuesday. They're looking through all the paperwork. Oh, so there's no lien holder? It's paid off? You bet, ma'am. Straight up. The only lien holder is the car holding me up when I lean on it.
Oh.
Did I tell you the yeah, they're spamming him to trade in his truck. I bet lots of dealers are calling car owners because the prices have gone up that they'll buy them back for more than they sold them to before.
Cars and houses
Yep.
and bikes. Pretty much everything.
Oh, so when I was buying this car from the online car dealer, obviously they were trying to sell me a car payment. What's up, Soon? And I said, no, I'm just paying cash. And they said, oh, but you know, if you finance like 25% of the car, then we'll take care of your, we'll do all the title and registration paperwork. It took me 15 minutes at the DMV, including waiting time. No. I'm not gonna let you screw the paperwork up, and B, I'm not gonna let you get the kickback from the lender who sells you the loan. Nor am I gonna pay them interest. Hey, see you, Charlie. Good ride, buddy. Oh, you don't want a loan? Well, let me tell you about this extended warranty then. Do you really think I'm gonna buy an extended warranty on a car I'm paying cash for? Okay, well, wasting your breath.
Car buying has to be the worst experience. Just that process of going to a dealer.
You know, honestly,
Going
one of the dealers I went to for that salvage title I was looking at was just pretty much like, that's the price. like, you want it, you're not. I mean, it was also a salvage title, so they probably didn't have much markup on it. But of course, when I went to the new car dealer just to have the salvage title inspected and allow their salespeople to harass me so that I could get the inspection for free, that wasn't the objective, but it turned out they did that.
You only have to test drive 5 new cars.
I did test drive some cars, some brand new ones. They said, hey, you know what? You're test driving this car, let me do something for you. We'll go ahead and drive that car back to the other dealer for you, and we'll let you drive this one on an extended, you know, like a 2-week, couple days, take it home, see what your wife thinks about it. Nope, not happening.
Try to ease you into a car sale. Just keep it all longer. We'll just start charging you.
What's up, Dave?
Hey. So you bought a salvage title. What kind of car did you
No,
buy?
I didn't. I was considering a salvage title. I ended up not buying salvage.
Why not?
Because, I mean, it was a good deal for sure. There were enough things that had happened before the accident for the salvage title that I looked at and they're like, ooh, like an obvious Bondo job. And it was like, you know, and I didn't like the color of the car, I'll be frankly honest. And I found one that was 2 years newer. Say what?
I said you do have to drive it, so if you don't like the color, that's kind of a
Right.
bad start.
Yep. 2 years newer and had less miles. Very top trim level, every bell and whistle. Said, thank you very much, I'll take that. Delivered to my driveway with candy in the center console.
In the middle of the night. Kidding.
You say what?
In the middle of the night. Kidding. Based
worried
upon the
about that.
reviews, middle of the night.
So I think the way their structure works is they try to have like a local hub in most major metros where the transport guy drops it off, they'll clean it, check the battery, etc., 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 before they present it to the customer. But not every metro has that. So the long haul guy shows up in your neighborhood and flings it off the back of the truck for you.
Yeah, so reviews heavily depend on your location.
Yep.
Or at least Salt Lake City is a good place to buy. Or deliver to.
Right?
So nothing new on the Mercury yet, huh?
Yep. No
They're
Nyokyo
just
yet.
So they're teasing people by even having it on the schedule today. That's hilarious.
I think they were trying to release it today, but then they found bugs. It's actually good. Maybe they found. Maybe they were actually testing.
It broke the rest of the game, so they couldn't release it.
It has to be pretty bad to release.
To not release it, right?
Well, yeah,
They
'cause we
released
know
some
what they
pretty
will
bad
release, right?
stuff. Or maybe all the recent bugs we've been noticing are because it's technically already released, just not accessible.
Could be.
We would know about that. People would be pulling out that's already.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely not. There's something, but yeah.
So what do you think
Or
of
at
them
least-
allowing?
Or at least they added a bunch of dependency features that were required that were all broke everything.
So what do you think about them allowing only special people to use it in advance?
It depends on how far they go. If Wags get special access, I think I'm done with it.
You know, I wonder what kind of feedback they'll get when only special people can test it in advance. That was a bad joke. That was a really bad joke.
Yeah.
I should be fired for that one.
But they have no
Oh,
fun.
you still have a job? I thought they already sent you home, bro.
I get paid in at least 50 channel points a week.
Boy, let's see. So I guess I'll just ride with what's the D guy? Is he Dunce Cap? Oh, no,
Dan
Dax,
Diesel.
Sorry. No, it's Dax.
Dan Diesel.
Dax is the runner.
Whew. Getting close to the end here. Feeling it.
Ship for sub. On a related note, I got 3 minutes.
Okay. Appreciate you joining, Chris. It's been fun.
Learned so much about how bad American Predator.
You can't become wealthy until you have a perfect credit score.
Liar.
Takes 20 years to do that.
Oh.
What I've heard is credit score is just a ranking of how much interest you paid to the bank.
No, it's not.
I know it's not. That's how much
We
kissy
actually
face you played with the bank.
We actually didn't have a home loan for 10 years, no car loans, and my wife
the credit
didn't
score
even
is
have a
0.
credit card.
Nice.
My wife didn't even have a credit card in her name. No, she was still at 800. She was only like 4 points below me, and the only credit I had for that 10 years was a credit card that I just, paid on the beach. So
Maybe
I don't know.
she was tied to your account. Everything I've heard is if you actually do close out all accounts, you will get an indeterminable credit score.
Yeah, she wasn't even a user on my Visa. Nothing.
Well, Google knows.
They probably just still liked her from the past. Who knows?
So you're a frequent flyer.
Oh my gosh, today's day 93.
7 more days. Are you a Oregon football fan, Dave?
I sort of have a Pac-10 hierarchy that I follow.
Pac-10? Wow.
I guess
It's Pac-12 now, right?
I remember the Pac-8, so the fact that I got it in the middle is really cool.
I remember the Pac-12.
I think when it was the Pac-8, who was it that wasn't in? I think it was the Arizona schools weren't part of it yet. I think.
Okay.
Anyways, that was a while back. Obviously. Well, I mean, generally, there's certain things like I hate USC, but when USC plays Notre Dame, I will still go for USC versus Notre Dame. So there's like the college leagues that I sort of go with.
Okay.
So my overall favorite team generally is UCLA.
Okay.
My grandma went there. So I'll go for the Oregon schools if they're playing anyone except for UCLA. So, you gotta have a hierarchy.
It's kind of like my policy, as I will cheer for anybody who's playing BYU.
Wow. The anti-Mormon speaks. I don't even know what to make of that. Yeah, it sounds like there's a story in there somewhere. Did they said you
I'm a
couldn't
University
go
of
there?
Utah fan. There's a big divide in Utah, even amongst members of those who cheer for the University of Utah or BYU.
So what percentage of the Utes are Mormon?
And what percentage of the Cougars are not members? I don't know the statistics on that.
Stuff that isn't talked about.
I mean, I would guess that it's a higher percentage of members of the church at BYU than at the University of Utah, just because you either have to be a member or sign a paper that says you'll live by the rules of the church while you go there.
Yeah, that must be what my father-in-law did. He went there for, I think, 1 term, maybe 2.
I mean, it's a good school. I'm just teasing. I'm a fan of their rival school for sports. Although my wife attended the BYU in Idaho, called BYU Idaho.
Idaho.
And so she's a BYU fan. And of course, after Utah had beat BYU in football for 10 years straight, BYU finally won this year. And not even 5 seconds after the final whistle blows, I was in a different city watching with my brother. I get a phone call from my wife. Hey, honey, just want to see how things are going. Make sure you're not like doing anything stupid. Like, quit gloating. Quit gloating. Oh, no, I wasn't. To which my brother goes, wow, I didn't know that Stephanie was a BYU fan. Well, I guess she's been quiet for a decade. Oh!
So it was kind of fun growing up because every Thanksgiving we'd have at my uncle's house. And every Thanksgiving, back in the old days, every Thanksgiving was the USC-UCLA game.
Okay.
And my uncle went to USC, so he was obviously kind of hype about USC. So it made for some fun.
Hey, I went to Carnegie Mellon, but I don't cheer for their sports.
Yeah, sport.
You went to Carnegie Mellon? I had a credit card from them once.
Really?
Yeah.
The Carnegie Bank?
Carnegie Mellon Bank. They used to be one of those.
Well,
you have crappy credit.
Carnegie and Mellon were two bigwigs in the Pittsburgh area. So it probably wasn't the university that had the namesake of these guys. Andrew Carnegie and Andrew Mellon. The Steel Barons of Pittsburgh. I went to one of their football games, Carnegie Mellon's, while I was going to school there. And as I
actually did have a football team. I thought you were joking because they had no sports.
And then they do have teams. I overheard the football players talking after practice or something once, and the guys were talking about where they were going to do their PhD studies.
Oh.
And then I went to the game with the family, because why not? And the only thing I remember from the game is they were playing Chicago, and they had to punt.
Okay.
And the punter punted it into the 8th lane of the track at the 50-yard line, like almost into the stands.
Okay.
I think you missed the field by a little bit.
Real professional. All right, I'm out there, I guess.
I see it. But I mean, if they were offering free tuition to play what is essentially intramurals, I mean, I'd take it.
So you're saying they don't even practice?
No, somebody probably played sports there and is probably highly offended right now.
Actually, I didn't even know they had any teams. So they can't be that stellar.
Are you gonna stream, Dave?
It should be on there.
Okay.
If I did it right.
We're gonna go raid M Fantastic while I do my cooldown here.
I see the red light on, so yeah, I'm streaming.
Yep, you're there. Okay.
I need to oil my chain.
Alrighty, folks. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We are coming to a close here. I'm cooling down. Spice is getting started. We're gonna go raid. It's fantastic. So hit that like and subscribe button. Send Dave some love on his channel. Facebook and YouTube. You're gonna get the outro scene. Twitch. The party's just starting. Here we go.